Thank you for checking out this video. We're going to start our second faith experiment here in a couple of weeks. We just did the one earlier about praying for our enemies back in the fall. This one is going to focus on do not judge. Now, that particular directive, suggestion from Jesus comes in the first part of the 7th chapter of Matthew's Gospel. And it just kind of, on its own, it just sits there. But Jesus takes and stretches it a bit and reminds us that how we judge others is how we get judged ourselves. And in a few verses after that comes the line that many folk know, is the one that says, don't worry about the speck in the other person's eye when you got this log in your own eye. As I was thinking about this, I was driving on Dodge Street, and I realized that for me, this whole idea of judging it's a bit complex, because frankly, when I'm driving on Dodge Street, I want people to judge. I want them to judge quickly. I want them to make decisions. But I know in my own life at other times, judging becomes more complicated. I'm in the generation of the age where the Myers-Briggs test was one of the first ones people took to try to figure out how they might think a bit differently or how they might be wired up a bit differently than somebody else, who they were. Mine came out that I was a judger, and I know that about myself. There are times when I'll make just a snap judgment about somebody else or a situation or all those things. And there are times that I need to get one of these, a mirror. I need to get a mirror so that I might take a look at myself. Because I don't know about you, sometimes I'm a bit critical of other clergy who preach one thing and then don't live up to the things that they've told other people to do. It really annoys me. The only problem is, that's me too. And when I don't pay attention to that, I'm not useful to anybody, not myself. So sometimes I need to have a big reflection of myself and have other people help me understand how I'm living my life. But there are moments when the one that gets me in real trouble is this little mirror. This little mirror that when I am much more critical of myself than I am of anybody else. It's amazing sometimes how I will forget, not even remember that it happened at all, the mistakes that other people make, just those human foibles that happen. But mine, when would you like me to start listing them? Kindergarten, or junior high, or high school, or college, or yesterday. I remember things that I don't let go for myself that I'm more than glad to give grace to other people to do. It's in those moments that we have to think about it. Because when we can't give grace to ourselves, we can't see other people with grace themselves. Those are the things we're going to talk about. If you took part in the last faith experiment, it was a bunch of reading. This time, Chris Archer, who's done a tremendous amount of work to help pull this together, has found a number of videos that we'll use to help start the discussion about the different ways in which we judge others, assume things about others, ourselves, and just begin to unpack this. Because, hey, let's just be candid. We're going to go into a time in the next 11 months in our nation when people are going to judge each other like that. And we as people of faith, it is incumbent upon us to create some space where grace and hope and forgiveness and the benefit of the doubt reigns true. Remember, do not judge, because the way we judge others is how we will be judged ourselves. Look forward to having you as a part of the experiment. Thank you for being here.